Okay, so for today's BrainHuddle session, our topic is how AI is revolutionizing project management, presented by our very own Peter Wyss and Dr. Vahid. Okay, so Peter Wyss is our project CEO, is our founder and CEO. He has 30 years of experience, expertise in railway and power plant sectors. Electrical engineering is his main background, with also business administration qualifications, and a lot more of his qualifications and also certifications. As well for Dr. Vahid, who is our partner and senior consultant in PMCC, who is experienced in EPC, design build, and P3 environments, as well as planning, scheduling, project control, risk management, and also requirement management, has worked on complex multidisciplinary projects, and has a vast knowledge of project controls methodology, EVM, forecasting, risk management strategies, and enjoys sharing expertise with project teams. So with the mushrooming of AI in the past year, we can see a lot of companies with their own rendition of AI, some using the already made ready GPT 3.5 or 4, and some even creating their own. So today, we will be giving you a preview of how you can utilize these AIs to your advantage, whether it be in work or just about anything, as long as you are creative with the prompts. Okay, so before we begin, let us go through the house rules, which are: first, you are encouraged to switch on your cameras and interact with the speaker to get the most out of this experience. And do mute yourselves unless instructed otherwise, and post your questions in the chat box if you have any. And along the session, we will address to these questions in the chat box at the end of the session. So without further ado, I pass the floor to our speakers.
Yes, hello and welcome to our today's huddle. And I already get messages. Can I have the handout and the presentation? And yes, we will share for those who are participating in the huddle today, the presentation itself. And of course, then there is the AI booklet, which has been promised as well. And later on the cheat sheet, which gives you more ideas. So starting here, important for you to see the point of AI that 80% of today's project management tasks will be eliminated by 2030. But there is also another point made by Gartner: 80% of today's jobs will be eliminated, respectively transformed to new ways of doing work. So that's pretty important to understand and actually let it sink in and digest. And with today's session, actually, your new career is just starting up. So there we go. Next, please.
I came up with the name and the concept and had a number of dinners around the Bay Area with the leading figures in AI, and I helped recruit the initial team. In fact, 𝗖𝗵𝗲𝘁𝗺, who was really quite fundamental to the success of OpenAI, I put a tremendous amount of effort into recruiting Ilya, and he changed his mind a few times and ultimately decided to go with OpenAI. But if he had not gone with OpenAI would not have succeeded. I really put a lot of effort into creating this organization to serve as a counterweight to Google. And then I kind of took my eye off the ball, I guess, and they are now closed source, and they are obviously for profit, and they're closely allied with Microsoft. In effect, Microsoft has a very strong say, if not directly controls OpenAI at this point. So you really have an OpenAI Microsoft situation, and then Google DeepMind are the two sort of heavyweights in this arena.
So it seems like the world needs a third option.
Yes. I think I will create a third option, although it's starting very late in the game, of course.
Can it be done?
I don't know. I think we'll see. It's definitely starting late, but I will try to create a third option. And that third option hopefully does more good than harm. Like, the intention with OpenAI was obviously to do good, but it's not clear whether it's actually doing good or whether it's, I can't tell at this point, except that I'm worried about the fact that it's being trained to be politically correct, which is simply another way of being saying untruthful things.
Yes.
So that's a bad sign. There's certainly a path to AI dystopia, is to train an AI to be deceptive. So yeah, I'm going to start something which I know you could call Truth GPT, or a maximum truth-seeking AI that tries to understand the nature of the universe. And I think this might be the best path to safety, in the sense that an AI that cares about understanding the universe is unlikely to annihilate humans because we are an interesting part of the universe. Hopefully, they would think that.
Yeah, here we heard the concern from Elon Musk. Actually, it can be all of us concerned about the truthful and biased comments and outcome from AI. We know that AI is a reflection of the data and human factors that involved in the process for the development and deployment of AI system. ChatGPT, which was the example in here, like other language models, learned from a big amount of text data from internet, which can contain bias, exactly what Elon mentioned here. And bias can also enter the system through the user interaction, also from our side, the questions that we ask and the information provided to model during the conversations. And it's very important that we ensure diverse and representative training data, testing, and involving diverse perspective in the development process for AI system. And it will help us to have a AI with no bias and to be truthful. So here we need your concern, and Peter, if you can guide us how to go to reflect our opinion and concerns about the AI and the issues.
So I started the presentation from Mentimeter. So if you go to menti.com and then enter the code 32561653, menti.com, not Mentimeter, just menti.com, and use the code 32561653. There you have 5 questions which you can do the voting. So you can do this from your handphone, from your computer or tablet, wherever you are online. So just go to menti.com. Maybe Carmen, you can key in the chat box, menti.com. Or I can do that as well. So, and then you can do the voting. We will share the results at the end of the session to get your view, and then we can actually use that as well for Q&A to give some ideas how the crowd thinks about. Next.
No one noticed, but Kodak completely disappeared from the scene due to a major mistake. Kodak, in a nutshell, used to be the biggest brand of cameras worldwide a few years ago, and the mistake they made goes back several years, specifically to December 1975. An employee at Kodak, Steven Sasson, approached his bosses to present an incredible discovery: the digital camera. No more need for film, everything is much simpler and faster. Unfortunately, Kodak rejected Steven's idea. At that time, Kodak made most of its money from film sales. Therefore, it was riskier for them to venture into this novelty. As a result of that humiliation, Steven approached Sony, Kodak's biggest competitor at the time. Sony accepted the idea and launched the digital camera, flooding the market. Gradually, Kodak started to fade away until January 19, 2012, when Kodak officially filed for bankruptcy. The important lesson here is that we live in a world where technology keeps evolving. So, adapt to this evolution and sell what people need. I analyze the best marketing moves every day, so subscribe to stay updated and not miss the next one.
That's my TikTok, yeah. So, guys, I think we are at this point in time here, this year, 2023, at a similar point in time where this guy went to Kodak, presented the digital camera, and if you look at your phones, every phone, almost every computer now has a digital camera inside, isn't it? So it's a revolution which happens, and the same is going here with AI. In order to keep the competitive edge, AI is simply necessary in order to keep up with efficiency and outputs we need to generate on a daily basis. The time efficiency we create is tremendous when we use AI. Can we go next? And the enhanced communication, the tools are crazy nowadays. AI is as well literally built into your Zoom communication here, because you can blur the background, you can add other backgrounds, and that's actually all AI driven, guys. But today we want to show you how project management actually can benefit from AI. So the next part as well is evolutionary learning with AI. Keep in mind, you have, if you look at AI and the tools we are going to show you today, you have literally the knowledge at your fingertips at all the time. Now, this is in the 80s or 90s, this was only given to presidents of the United States and other nations, that they got all the knowledge of the world available when they wanted. Now you actually have with AI the entire knowledge of the world which has been generated in the past, including books. Guys, you have it available in your ChatGPT or the other tools. So that's why you can't ignore AI, because over the next few years, AI will take over, as I mentioned in the first slide, 80% of your tasks. And if you look back, the digital camera didn't take away jobs, it actually generated more. The same when the computers came, people thought, oh, the computer will do my job. Yes, but on the other hand, it generated even more jobs, because you need technical people, you need people who understand computers, the programming and everything coming along with all the IT topics. So AI, it's the same revolution, guys. Don't miss it. Next. As an overview, from a business point of view, but it's not limited to small business, but of course, the small business owners will profit the most, because AI will help to create content like publishing for website, for blogs, marketing. All that stuff is actually coming out of AI nowadays, and we can use it. The customer interaction can be done by an Autobot nowadays, all automated. Language is no barrier anymore. You can use ChatGPT to translate all your correspondence you have with customers all over the world. It's basically seamless translation from letters, documents, everything. Plug it in, tell which language you need, it comes out. And of course, the client or investor pitches, actually what you get out from ChatGPT as punchlines, taglines and all that, it's fantastic what the words coming out and you can use nowadays. And low-cost tech support as well. If you have a computer issue, you don't know what to do. If you check in a normal Google search, it will give you this or that, and you have to find the right solution. ChatGPT actually gives you step by step, like a cook recipe, what you need to do, where to click. So you even get coding. If you have a terminal to key in codes to do certain stuff, you get that technical support directly from ChatGPT. And of course, analyze customer feedback, so you can create statistics and tables from all the text you get from the customers and find correlations in which direction it goes. So AI, from an overall business point of view, guys, can be applied just in these 6 principal ideas. But today's focus is more on project management. So let's move on into this direction, please. Oh, Vahid.
It was very interesting, Peter. And yes, during our presentation, we will show you how exactly AI will help you in project management. Aside from AI, let's talk about the data visualization tools. In today's data-driven world, the ability to make sense of the vast amount of information is crucial. And these tools will enable you to identify patterns, trends, and correlation that would be remain if we are not using the data visualization tools. And then we can move to the Internet of Things, IoT. This network of interconnected devices is transforming project management by providing real-time insights and automation. And for instance, in construction project, IoT devices can monitor equipment performance and track material usage. And next is about the blockchain technology. Its decentralized and immutable nature provide transparency and accountability, and with the security that it can help you with the supply chain and contract management. And which is going next is virtual and augmented reality, which this immersive technology is revolutionizing project planning, design, and collaboration. And at the end, which is the focus for today's discussion, is AI and machine learning, that they can make a mark in project management. We'll show you the real examples during today's presentation that how this technology can automate repetitive tasks, predictive outcome, and also can provide intelligent insights for you. Next, Carmen. So these are the 4 examples that you have to know that how we can get benefit from AI with improved decision-making, automation, and enhanced communication and learning improvement. So in the recent years, AI has transformed various industries, and it influenced project management, which was no exception. Firstly, AI has revolutionized decision-making in project management. Decision-making is a time-consuming task in project management, with which AI can help you to make it faster and more accurate. And with its ability to process vast amounts of data from your project, we can analyze complex patterns, and AI tools can provide you valuable insights to help you with managing your project. And also we can leverage from algorithm. The project management can benefit in an organization to make more informed decisions based on real-time data and predictive analytics. Then it's about the automation, which is another area that AI has transformed project management, about the repetitive task that once consumed valuable time and resources. Now we can do it quickly in a project. Then AI has enhanced communication in project management. Peter will show you an example during the presentation, how AI will help you to make effective and clear communication, which is crucial for the project management. Project management and communication, they are closely tied together. Communication is the heart of project management. And at the end, AI contributes to continuous learning and improvement in project. Machine learning algorithms, they can analyze historical data in your project and identify patterns for your success. Next.
So yeah, now it's my part. Thanks, Vahid. What Vahid just explained is the overall AI story, which is happening as we speak, and I believe it's getting more profound. What you get now is, where do we start? You know, talking AI is easy. However, what can we actually do now? What can you do now? So get your chat accounts, and there are today actually the 3 big ones. I show you quickly. Carmen, can I have the screen? Okay. So as Elon Musk explained before, ChatGPT is actually a product of OpenAI. And OpenAI has been started back in 2013, mainly funded by Elon Musk. Now that this company is mainly transformed into a Microsoft company, and Microsoft, they are using it under the Bing chat. So if you go to Microsoft Bing, you can actually do a chat box, and I'm using here the Microsoft browser, and it's for free. So, and the background here, they use ChatGPT 4 already. And the beauty here is it's fully connected with the internet, and you get basically, I just asked a stupid question before, what is PMCC BrainHuddle? And then it gives you an overview, but it obviously found already on the internet, and it gives you the links to our website, and you can click. And this is free. You just need to create a personal account with Microsoft. Don't ask me why. I got a company account in Microsoft 365, but it doesn't work for that. I had to do a private account. Just go there and you actually can get that. I used it for research, even here for local stuff, how to get a CCC process settled for handing over buildings in Malaysia, state of Johor, and it gives you the websites and everything, what is there online already. So I would say that's a very good way forward. Then I have the next, where is it? My Safari here. So then the next big one is from Google, Google Bard. Google Bard just basically came out last week. And again, here I ask, hello Bard, how is Google doing today? And of course, you get a whole story here. Google Bard is a different animal based on the Google platform. The prompts which you get today, they will work here in Google Bard as well. However, I figured out when we tried it out, the results are slightly different. So I think it's good to see which tool is working in what way. Then the typical example I'm going to use today is our ChatGPT. So I'm a lucky guy here using the Plus version. That's why I have ChatGPT and even plugins now where I can read PDFs and all that. However, I'm not showing you how to read PDFs today because I know already what you will do. You will go and load company-sensitive PDFs and try to mingle with it, which of course it works, but be very, very careful, guys. I want make you to make sure whatever you upload here, there is no clue where this data is going, and you have no control, and potentially this data is used to train these models. So therefore, be very, very careful uploading your CV to transform your CV, which of course it works, but your personal data is all over the net later on. If you load project-sensitive documents or PDFs, it is going to a third-party account somewhere, I don't know, in the US or wherever in the world, and that data is basically published. So you can't take it back anymore. So be very, very careful. What are you uploading and what are you doing with this ChatGPT, but as well Google Bard and all these tools. So these are the toys we have in place. You can create an account for free as well. Then you use basically the model here, the 3.5 GPT model, or you pay the $20 and you get the ChatGPT 4. Now, I want to show you something. The first example we are going into is our prompt here. I'm copying that just like that. So, as project managers, we do a lot of brainstorming, isn't it? Because our job is not day-to-day business always the same. Every day there is a surprise, every day there is something new. And as well, when you look at how much time do you actually look for, spend for research, especially in Google, which of course is cool. That was for the last 20 years. However, this year, it's a new form of brainstorming. So I have given you here, which you will have as well in the AI booklet, which we will give you at the end, you will have this prompt and many more, almost 100 prompts, I believe, are there given for you for free. Now, we are gathered here for brainstorming session focused on, and then insert topic. I am AI language model, have access to knowledge of the most prominent experts in the field. So keep in mind, the way you talk to this guy here is so important to make sure AI, that model knows, oh, I'm a brainstorming specialist. I'm basically a most prominent expert. And then you get a complete different answer. You can as well brainstorm with a school kid level, and you get complete different answers again. So I would like to hear your thoughts, topic on how to utilize. Now, what you can do, the topic you can include now, just like that, or I click for the sake of example, and then the guy is talking here and say, absolutely. However, you haven't specified a particular topic. So what I can do, I copy, I just use a topic here, which is, of course, you can say, oh, what should I eat today? So you can actually brainstorm simple topics like that. But we are here, we are, most of us, engineers or project managers. So I'm copying in a technical interface between a passenger information system and a signaling system, providing the timetable input and dynamic train data. So you can see we are going into more details. And then talking about RailML, that's a specific format for train time data. And basically click send. And the brainstorming is coming. The passenger information system and signaling system interface is crucial. So I don't need to read the conclusion here. You need to understand the example given, that brainstorming can go to a very detailed level and outcome, even explaining the RailML format, which is an XML file, which it can generate an example. I think I have even, that we can actually generate an example XML file for a timetabling system and get that out. And we even have the format. But you see the detail output, which is coming. So the learning part from this example prompt is the detailing of the prompt. What precisely do you want out of this AI? What do you want out of this machine? That's highly critical in order to get the right outputs. You see, quite interesting. So you can, of course, ask, what is the future? We can just a simple question here. I can ask like that. What is the future of project management? And it will give you, some ideas, and then whatever is coming out here, you use it. Now, if you get such results, would you just publish that? I recommend to you, don't copy paste and publish like this, or send it in an email. Whatever output you get from this ChatGPT or Bard or the Microsoft Bing chat, make sure you always read what the output is, because not always it's correct. Vahid will talk about it. There are many more mistakes this tool can do, and it is you and your accountability to make sure whenever you click send that the data, the text, whatever you're sending out is correct. So the next example I have, oh yeah, Carmen, can you quickly show the report? I will show you something, the slide. Yeah. You guys know I'm directly involved in projects, isn't it? So that's nothing new. And this is something I recently just received in my email, sent through by one of our subcontractors as a report, small report. Hey, we need this, we need that, and there is a problem. And the picture is one thing, but if you read the the text is half English, half something, and as we know, site engineers or project engineers in general, they do not like to write text or reports, and it's sometimes very difficult to get the right wording together, isn't it? And even my English is not perfect. I'm pretty happy to have ChatGPT to help me in some improvements. Now, if you have this example, what you can do, can I have my screen back? So now what you can do is pretty simple. So copy paste. Okay. That's interesting. Why I cannot? Now. Good. So you have seen that report just now. And what I did below, I copied that text as it was. And what I do then here, I tell, that's the prompt basically. Act as a professional civil engineer, because the problem is obviously on the civil level here. Act as a professional civil engineer and rephrase the following 3 bullet points into proper English. Pretty simple instruction. I copy paste that text. I click the arrow, and my assistant here is going to work. And immediately I get my bullet points. You know, the infrastructure team has brought to our attention that the backfilling of the ground level is expected to be lower than manhole, as illustrated in the blue dotted line. So if you compare the example, the original, and now the modified text, English is just brilliant, isn't it? It just, and even the guy is thinking and helping to put it in a proper sentence. And as I mentioned before, please don't copy paste just like that and send it. Copy, paste, review, edit, and make sure that you are happy or satisfied also what the picture of the site situation shows, and you plug that in. Guys, this is a real situation and everyone can use it. You can use it on your phone. You can use ChatGPT as well on your phone and use it for your English improvements. Okay. Now we have a little bit more complicated next example. So as project managers, we also need, yes, I need to speed up. I'm too slow. As project managers, we always need to have checklists. Checklist is our daily business. So as an example here, I created a prompt. Then what you have is a project checklist, and we key in our checklist topic and explanation. As well, I quickly did here an example. Where is it? Hey, where is my example? Here, sorry. So that portion you need to replace, and I replace it here with a construction readiness for a line side cabinet installation with cradling foundation over a drain. Size is 1.6 times 3 meter and 1.2 ton. And then the prompt, as an expert in business and project management, I'm offering to create a highly comprehensive and detailed checklist. So, and with that, I will get a text. So, oh. Okay, now this is a real bad demo. It seems ChatGPT is reacting differently. Okay, I like it. ChatGPT now is creating a different prompt again, which is not really what I expected. So now you see what ChatGPT did, because I have some improvement topics that they improved the prompt, obviously. So come on, give me the... Okay, I don't want to waste time. Sorry, guys. The checklist is not coming as I expected. I need to, before it was working, now it doesn't. Let's go to the next example. Or I create a new chat, maybe. Or let's do it in GPT-4. So. Okay. Here he doesn't want to. Now you see, that's the real business of ChatGPT. Never mind. You have the examples in the booklet, no worries. Obviously, I just made a bad one. Create a template, and I hope this one works. As well, in projects, we need templates. So now that's a prompt here in order to provide an accurate and comprehensive risk assessment template tailored to your project industry and all that. So now this guy is asking questions. Okay, now I have another issue here. The guy is asking more questions than I actually have prepared as an answer. So as you can see, the answers are very dynamic. So I have given some answers as an output. So now ChatGPT 3.5 obviously is reacting differently, as you can see. However, it's much faster. Now, thank you for providing the information about the risk railway project, and that's the output I get. Now, this is not good enough, isn't it? So basically what I want, provide the above in a table format. Come on. Dear ChatGPT, can you please get it done? Hello. Who is standing on the line? Okay, there we go. That was it. So that's also what you can see. Whatever history we had, that's given here in the chat, and you can always collect back what you have done, and then that actually works. Okay, now that's also not what I wanted. My example would be completely different and better. But for the time's sake, I need to proceed. But you see, basically, what you get here is a table format which you can easily export to Excel. Now, I want the last part. Let's try. A complete risk list. Let's see if that works. Now, this will create eventually or hopefully a complete risk list for a project which you all know. So what this prompt is showing, you have the project type, project location and project details and all the risk categories. And then this is the prompt as a project management expert, risk specialist, you provide, and then these are the space holders included in this prompt. And basically what that will do, I include now my example here. It's an EPC railway project. It's my 𝗵𝗲𝗁𝗁𝗁 project, electrified track, 25 kilovolt, fully bidirectional between 𝗵𝗲𝗁𝗁𝗁, 11 new stations. So the more detailed that explanation is, the better the output, of course. Now, as a project management expert, let's see what's the output of that prompt here. I really hope that works. This, otherwise I'm really doomed. Here, finally, the table is coming. So you can see, you can create tables. And if you go into risk management, for instance, that's also a huge topic in projects. Instead brainstorming half a day with your team on the basic stuff of risk management, you literally get a complete table of the risk categories you are looking for, the risk itself, and mitigation ideas. If you get all this table here already as a baseline for your risk workshop, people can prepare themselves much, much better. You have 50 risks tabulated, linked to the project input you have given, and the fantastic output here will help you tremendously to start on a complete different level for your risk workshop. Sorry for the previous prompt that it didn't work so well. However, typical outputs like this is easy to produce. Now you can imagine what else you can do actually. And our booklet will give you ideas for all the project knowledge areas, from project integration, project scope, project budgeting, everything. You can create all these kind of tables in ChatGPT. But again, before you use that content, review that in details first. Now, these are the examples from my side. I think Vahid's example is well structured. And Vahid, I think you did right that you put it into slides to avoid exactly what I just face here with my examples, that ChatGPT has its own whims. Huh? So,
ChatGPT
want to proceed?
Yeah, ChatGPT is still under training, so sometimes I also feel the same issues with that. So let's say you are a project manager and you want to do the project a schedule in a very short time. At the beginning of the project, during tender stage, you don't have sufficient information, and then later on you will have a very detailed information. Can we show the prompt that we are using in here? So the prompt, if we can have it in the chat box or we can have it on the screen, both okay. So for having the project planning, we are going to write a prompt to ChatGPT that the output should be in a tabular format. Why? Because we are going to export it to Microsoft project, or we are going to export it to Primavera. You can see here, you're an MS project expert. We tell ChatGPT that what you have to think, and we are telling you that you have to think as a project planner. And then we ask that the output should be in the tabular format. To do the project schedule, you need activity name, start, finish, and predecessor, successor, resources. So we tell ChatGPT that what do we need? Please take a look at the cheat sheet and also AI booklet. You will have the prompt in there, and we are telling that we in there we are explaining how to write your prompt to generate the outcome. Here is the outcome and the result from ChatGPT. And so ChatGPT is giving us the table for 5 stations, which is for a railway project. It shows that what is the start date, what is the finish date, but before that we have to give input that we have electrification, we have construction work, and about the system work. So you will have this result from ChatGPT. Then can we go to the next slide? Then you have to ask from ChatGPT that give me the result in a way that I can import it to MS Project. So here we have the SQL format, and from the SQL format, which is something like this, ChatGPT will generate for you, and you have to copy and paste it to a text file. Can we go to the next one? Here, the code is imported to a text file, and then from here, can we go to the next? This text file can be imported to Excel, and we know whatever we have in Excel, we can import to MS Project or 𝗵𝗵𝗲𝘁. And here we have the simple project schedule. We can see the sequence of the work for stations. We already have defined that this station is underground and it requires more time. And here we can see easily the project schedule can be produced by ChatGPT. But don't forget, we cannot rely on ChatGPT 100% because sometimes I also seen that there are some small issues in the predecessor and successor. It's good that we have it, but as Peter said, it's a matter of accountability at the end. Can we go to the next slide? So to wrap up the presentation, first, it's important that we know about the individual learning by ChatGPT. Let's explore AI and practice with ChatGPT. It's a really fascinating journey. It helps us for the self-improvement, that how we can focus more on our project management tasks by having more time. It's a really powerful tool, but don't forget what Peter has mentioned about the personal accountability, that with increasing the integration of AI into our daily lives, it's very crucial for us that we recognize what is the importance of the personal accountability. At the end, if we are going to send this document or approve this document, we need to know that the AI system like ChatGPT become more sophisticated. That the individuals at the end need to take the responsibility for their action. And for business advancement, try to educate your team on AI and formulate AI strategy. Embracing AI and its potential can be a game changer for your business. Let's listen to this video.
Conceivable that this kind of advanced intelligence could just take over from us.
When you say take over completely, what would that look like?
It would mean the end of people. Now, it wouldn't happen for quite a long time because they'd need us to keep the power stations running.
Well, that's reassuring.
The scenario we want is that these advanced digital intelligences form a kind of symbiotic relationship with us and make life just much easier, get rid of all the drudge work, make everybody more productive. That would be great, but I don't think that's guaranteed. I think there is the alternative, worst case scenario, where they decide to take over. They will have learned how to manipulate people from us, and they may just decide to manipulate us into giving them power. I thought it was going to be much later, and I changed my mind recently because of realizing that digital intelligences might be much better than biological intelligences.
This is your life's work. Do you regret it now?
I don't really regret it because I don't think I made any wrong decisions. I think it was right to explore this stuff. It has enormous potential benefits. In medicine, for example, imagine going to see a family doctor who'd seen 100 million patients, including lots of them with the same extremely rare disease you have. That would be so much better. And that's why there's not much chance of it not being developed further.
Very interesting, from the godfather of AI. Peter, what do you think? Where are we
Yes.
going with AI?
The personal accountability is critical, isn't it? So where are we going with AI? Carmen, shall I show the voting or?
Hi, Peter. So before that, just want to quickly jump into this section of the webinar where I present to our participants about the free resources that they can get. So hi everyone, I'm Carmen, the Digital Marketing Strategist of PMCC. I am here to share with you the resources that we have prepared exclusively for you guys because you took that first step of joining our webinar today. To help you dive deeper into AI and truly understand its potential, you will receive a copy of our free ebook, Revolutionizing Project Management, The Power of AI. This comprehensive guide takes you through the core concepts of AI, its applications in project management, and also the impact on the construction industry at a glance. And the best part is that you can use the knowledge from this book immediately, our ChatGPT Prompt Cheat Sheet. It comprises of tested prompts that you can use as demonstrated by Peter as well as Vahid and many more to start leveraging AI in your work and your projects today. And if you'd like to share your thoughts or start discussions for the topic, please join our Project Mentors LinkedIn group. It is a community for construction professionals, to share knowledge and experiences. So please check your email inboxes by the end of the day for the materials. And I will now pass back the floor to Peter and Vahid.
Yeah, next. So the conclusion, guys, you know, the word AI, we always translate it into artificial intelligence. But what you just figure out today, actually, it is very important to apply actual intelligence, okay? So my prompts, when I just do it again, the reply is different. What I used before, it's really, it's interesting, it's very dynamic. So keep that in mind, whatever you use AI for. But as well, and I would like to share my screen now. Can I quickly do that? Let me go to Mentimeter. So you guys have voted. You can see now the outcome. Obviously, most of you have used already the AI tools for personal, whatever, you know, what is the weather today and all that. Now, not many actually use it for the job yet. However, the third one is that you would like to learn more. And I believe today you just saw what is possible. If you look at the planning, you can create planning, link it to the planning tools. That's one. I also did an example using Visio for those who visualize flow charts and all this. You can generate a code, import it into Visio, and Visio then generates your flow chart automatically. So there are real fantastic ways of using AI, and obviously you guys confirm that. So whatever Carmen is sharing with you, you should really go and use that. There is a bit like you know, as well, I'm surprised that there is not more to really exploring further the benefits of AI in project management, but so be it, you know, that ultimately your preference. Now, Carmen, you have the screen again. Actually, yeah, there is a Q&A, but Carmen, can I show my part? Sorry, I need the screen quickly. Sorry. Haha. Now, you know, apart from project management, guys, what I did is here, just a prompt. I just do a new one quickly to see that you can see we generate that. Now, let's have some fun. You know that I'm typically as well quite a humorous guy. So as you can see, the prompt is, let's have some fun. And as a world-class, act as a world-class stand-up comedian with British humor and add a tad of sarcasm with professional business style about projects and project management. Give the 3 best jokes. So guys, I'm asking ChatGPT here to create a joke about project management. So, you know, what they say, first rule of project management is that nothing ever goes as planned, which obviously is true. So really, it's a profession built on the cornerstones of pessimism. Brilliant. Where else would such negative realism be a job requirement? It's like being, well, hey, stop generating now. Huh? It's like being a weatherman in London, today's forecast, same as yesterday. Now back to you, Dave. So these are the jokes the guy is generating. You can see, you can even have fun with ChatGPT in project management terms. I think, Carmen, that's something we are going to publish on a daily basis, one project management joke, isn't it? So I give you back the screen, and still we have some minutes for Q&A. Yeah, so the Q&A is open. You can hack in the questions you have. What Carmen did, she already sent you the links you can access. Xiuling, yeah. Very eye-opening, isn't it? Yes. So I believe for companies, especially bigger companies, I believe the management need to look into someone spearheading how to implement AI to which level, and even produce some rules and regulations on how much AI can be used for official correspondence, communication, replying emails and all that. Indeed, I use ChatGPT to reply contractual letters because it's pretty easy and fast. However, I would not publish it just like that. We have internal processes by our legals to review all that. And I believe that is still mandatory to make sure the stuff is still correct. So anyone else has a question? Cool. So the future of AI, huh? No question. Good. Yeah. If there is no question, that's fine as well. You got some ideas, get the booklet, take it from there and use the examples inside. And of course, prompt engineering, what you can see, the prompts I'm using, they are a bit more texty, a bit more detailed in order to generate specific output. I believe for project management, I believe for business outcomes, we need proper prompt engineering to generate the right outputs. But as you can see today, even in my side, the issue is there. It can generate different results. And we have to take that at the moment as it comes. But keep in mind, AI is developing crazy. Every week there is some new topics, and Elon Musk as well will generate his own truth, AI or whatever he will call it. And the future will definitely stay very interesting. And we will keep you posted. There will be more coming. Vahid, correct?
Yes, exactly. And let's never forget about the accountability at the end. And let's enjoy this fascinating journey together.
Yep.
Okay. So with that, marks our end for this BrainHuddle session. Thank you for joining us. Thank you again to Peter and Dr. Vahid for this very informative session. And with AI, I think it's like what Uncle Ben said to Peter Parker, with great power comes great responsibility. So be responsible and be accountable when you are utilizing AI in your day-to-day use or even in your work. Okay, so and for your information, these PMCC BrainHuddles are held for free each month. So if you'd like to join future sessions or events, be sure to follow us on all the social media channels, or even just one. We will be posting to all anyways. So we hope to see you again. Have a good evening. I hope you enjoyed your lunch, and goodbye. See you again in future sessions.
Thank you all. Have fun.
Thank you.